channel Sweet, Salt, Spicy. Today we are going to see a snack recipe Kodbeli. The ingredients for that are 1/4 cup of chiroti rava, 1/4 cup of maida, 1 cup of rice flour, 2 tablespoons of salt, coconut gratings, Badgi red chilli and omkadu. First we'll be adding the coconut gratings as well as the Badgi red chillies to the mixer, and we are going to grind it to a coarse mixture. So now I'm going to grind it into a coarse mixture. Make sure that you don't grind it to a fine paste. Once that is done, heat a kadai, and to that you have to add the 1/4 cup of chiroti rava as well as the 1/4 cup of maida, and make that rava as well as the maida little warm. Make sure that you're not going to fry this for a long time. Just we are making the rava as well as the maida to get together, as well as it has to be little warm. You can do this for around 2 to 3 seconds. Then you can switch off the stove and transfer the mixture to a plate. Now I am transferring the mixture to a plate. Once this is done, you can add around 1 tablespoon of cooking oil, which is of room temperature, and mix it with your hands. Make sure that the oil gets mixed up evenly to the rava as well as the maida. It's a very important tip. If you do so, you will get a good texture of the kodbeli. So once this is mixed evenly and properly, we'll be adding 1 cup of rice flour to it. So here I'm adding around 1 cup of rice flour to the mixture and mixing it evenly so that it gets blended with the chiroti rava as well as the maida. I'm adding around 2 tablespoons of salt to it and 1 teaspoon of omkal to it, and give a good mix. Make sure that the mixture is mixed evenly. To that we'll be adding the grounded blended coconut gratings as well as the red chilies, and give a good mix to it. After doing this, you can heat a small pan, add some 2 to 3 tablespoons of oil to it, and make sure the oil is hot enough, and add that oil to the mixture which you have kept ready to make the kodbelis. Once the oil is heated, make sure that you pour the oil on the mixture so that you get the sizzling sound. Once this is done, mix it with the spoon or a ladle. Because the oil will be too hot, don't put your hands to mix that. Once that is done, you can just mix it with your hands or knead it properly. After kneading the mixture evenly, we have to add hing. I forgot to mention you that before. If you like the taste as well as the smell, flavor of the hing, you can just add to the mixture, or else you can just skip it. This is optional. I've added around 2 pinch of hing to it. Now I'm mixing that well so that it gets blended with the whole mixture. Once that is done, I'm going to divide the flour into 2, and I'm going to heat up the pan in which I'm going to fry the kodbelis. So I've heated up the pan here with the oil. Let the oil get heated up. Meanwhile, I'm going to divide the flour into 2 and add little by little water to 1 portion of the flour and make it into a dough. Here I'm adding little water to 1 portion of the dough, and I'm preparing the dough for the kodbeli. Make sure that you're not going to mix the whole mixture with the water, because once you're preparing one portion of the dough, the rest will get dried up and you won't get the perfect texture of the cote belaise. Your cote belaise might crack down when it is dropped in the oil. So make it sure that do little by little, mix the dough little by little, and to a rolling pan or any plate, you can just take some portion of the dough and roll in this way, and you can make it into small circles. Usually cote belaise will be in round shape, so I am preparing this in the same way, but my cote belaise are a bit smaller compared to the bigger ones, because we like this kind of small cote belaise. We can do it in your desired shape. So this is the way I am preparing the cote belaise. I am just rolling it and bringing that into a circle, and I am placing it on the rolling pan. Or you can just prepare this and place it on a plate, and once the oil is heated, you can just drop these cote belaise one by one. Don't overcrowd your pan. This might take around 3 to 4 minutes to get fried. So my oil is heated and I am dropping all the cote belaise one by one. Don't overcrowd your pan over here. You can just see how sizzling the oil is. This shows the indication that the oil is heated to the correct temperature. So I am adding all the cote belaise to the pan. Let us wait for around 2 to 3 seconds. So on the one side, if it is cooked well, we can just flip it over to the other side. So this is done on the one side. I'm flipping it over to the other side. You can just see how the cote belaise are getting fried. Look at the texture as well as the color of the cote belaise over here. It has to be done. It is not yet done. So let us wait. See, all the sizzling of the oil has been stopped and the cote belaise has come in the perfect texture as well as the color. So I'll be transferring this to a plate which have placed a paper towel to it. So this is the way we have to fry the cote belaise. If you like this recipe, kindly hit the like button, share to your friends and relatives, and subscribe to my channel. See you then in the next video.